If you aren't familiar with the construction differences between framed and full access products, let's take a quick look. Omega framed products feature a 1.5-inch face frame that surrounds the cabinet box. The cabinet door is attached to that frame. On a full access cabinet, the door is attached directly to the cabinet box itself. The doors feature a clip hinge, which makes the door easily removable to aid in installation. The cabinet sides for both framed and full access product are different from one another. Framed cabinets feature a slight setback behind the frame, which sometimes an installer will use to scribe the cabinet to the wall by planing it down a bit. Full access cabinets feature a 3/4-inch plywood thick side and do not have a setback. So it is important to remember to use fillers and ensure that the installation area is plumb and square. Let's join Dave and Rob as they install a full access kitchen.
Hi, I'm Rob, and this is Dave. We're professional cabinet installers here to demonstrate a frameless cabinet install. Some of the tools that you're going to need for this job are miter saw, jigsaw, table saw, hole saw, level, square, screwdriver, compressor, pin nailer, drill bits, and electric planer. First thing you're going to want to do is verify the order. Go over it with your designer so you know where everything goes. Then cross-check your order with the packing slip to ensure that everything is there. Unpack the cabinets and check for damage as soon as possible. Remove the doors, drawers, and shelves from the cabinet and carefully place them in order not to damage them. Go through the cabinets and identify the finished ends. Make sure you have an installation kit and the right screws before you start. When preparing for your install, you're going to want to locate and mark each stud. Then check the corners to make sure your walls are square. Then find the high points and low points of your kitchen. Make sure you set your cabinets for the heights of your dishwasher and stove. In extreme cases, you may need to cut the cabinet or shim it on the other side to make it level. On a base cabinet installation, at the end of a cabinet run, Dave will be installing a filler and an overlay filler in order to clear uneven walls or door casings. On blind corner cabinet installations, you'll need to pull the cabinet away from the wall as well as install a minimum 2-inch filler so the drawers will clear the handles. As with all corner cabinet installs, you will start your installation from the corner and work your way out. In this demonstration, our flooring is already installed, but in some installs where your flooring is not in place, then each cabinet will need to be shimmed to the height of the flooring. In addition, you will also need to plane your cabinets to ensure they're level. Now that Dave's moved the cabinets into place, we're going to level them, secure them to the wall using the 2.5-inch screws, and we're going to fasten the screw through the hanger strip. Dave has finished fastening the cabinets to the wall. You notice he's left sufficient space for the dishwasher. When installing the cabinets with a slide-in stove application, use a 3/4-inch filler on either side of the stove opening to ensure that the drawer fronts will clear the control panel of the stove. Now that Dave has leveled the cabinets and secured them to the wall, left sufficient openings for the dishwasher and stove space, we're going to work on the wall cabinets. When installing wall cabinets, the same rules apply as base cabinets. Start from your corner and work your way out. Dave has measured for the stove cabinet and found the center so he will know where to hang the adjacent cabinets. He's measured the total distance of all cabinets to be installed to make sure there's enough room to accommodate the moldings. He has used pre-cut stilts to achieve the 84-inch cabinet height. He has hung the corner cabinet, plumb and level, and would shim if needed. Now you see that Dave has finished installing the wall cabinets and has installed the fillers into the empty places. In this process, Dave is taking care to shim the cabinets to allow for a straight line. This will allow proper molding reveal. He has also installed the refrigerator cabinet to the full height panels. Dave cut the panels to the appropriate height and attached the left panel to the refrigerator cabinet to act as a support. He has also blocked the top of the refrigerator cabinet to suspend the cabinet on the full height panels. He then lifted the unit into place and attached it to the cabinet run. He removed the blocks from the top and installed the final filler. Before installing the moldings, first you'll need to figure out where the reveal starts. On this particular molding, it will start at the step down, and that will be flush with the cabinet. Most moldings have a nailer strip. They can be installed two different ways. One, by nailing them, or two, by screwing them. As you can see, Dave has finished installing the cabinets and molding. To achieve this, Dave had to measure the proper length of the molding and subtract 3/4 inch per end panel. By doing this, it'll give you the proper length. We used blocks on our miter saw and cut the moldings upside down. This will ensure a proper angle. Dave has stained the miter cuts prior to gluing. He also tested the fit of the molding pieces by dry fitting them before gluing and nailing them into place. After gluing, he then taped the pieces together until they dried for a tight, long-lasting fit. After installing the light rail, we suggest using an opaque silicone. This will block the under cabinet lighting from shining through. Now that Dave has finished installing the moldings, he has to work on the door hinge adjustments. In doing this, you will maintain equal spacing between the doors, giving you a nice clean look. Wood drawer boxes have many adjustments. The figure 8 system, front up and down wedge, and an adjustable back leveling. One of the big advantages of a frameless cabinet is an easy removal hinge system. As you can see, this speeds up installation. Installing the glass will require clear silicone. Center the glass and then place a bead of silicone around the edge to hold it in place. This will require about 2 hours to dry before you hang the door. Install all toe kicks after the flooring has been completed. Each toe kick should be cut for length between the cabinets. Keep in mind you'll have to subtract the under panel molding from the overall length of the toe kick. For best results, miter the toe kick the same as you would the moldings. Nail the toe kick molding at the top of the cabinet's toe kick with your pin nailer to hide all pinhole nails. In a customer care kit, there is a marker, a putty stick, and scraper. They're all for touch-ups. The marker is used for scratches and minor damage. The putty stick is used for chips and gouges. This will be filled in with the putty stick, then scraped smooth with a scraper. The final step to your installation is installing the hardware. First, you'll either need to purchase or make a gauge. This will speed up the hardware installation. What you want to do is center your gauge on the drawer front, measure equal distance, and drill for hardware. We built a different gauge for the door hardware. Be sure to countersink the back of the holes to ensure that they don't scratch other doors or center stiles. This concludes our install demonstration. We've enjoyed walking through the process of installing frameless cabinets with you and hope that you picked up some good tips and tricks that will help you on your next cabinet project. Thanks for watching.